Yo, what's up, bros, broettes, YouTubers, subscribers, whatever you may be. John here on my lunch break at work, and just coming to you, letting just some some thoughts that are in my head that I just want to get out. And this is actually my first time doing a vlog while at work and using my phone at least. And I just wanted to say, do you ever think about how well, let's just say job security, for instance. I mean, one of the number one things that people are afraid of when it comes to jobs is job security. Just think about it. Job security, what does that mean? That means that am I secure in my position or in my job? Can I get fired? Things like that. Will I get fired? Will they downsize? Something of that nature. Is your job secure? Are you going to have it for a long time? Or up until the time you quit? With that being said, job security, that's one of the things that really gets me about jobs, is that my job, my income is always in the hands of someone else, unless you're the boss and you're the owner or something, or you're just top dog CEO or something, or you're just the baddest dude or girl on the block, and you're top dog and you're basically the shot caller of everything. Then of course you're not worried about job security. But for those of us who are at the bottom and stuff and got hired on and by someone else, and basically people who start at the bottom, or even those who have worked their way up a little bit, job security isn't really there. You look at someone the wrong way, you have a bad, you're just having a bad day, and you happen to have just a bad attitude at work because maybe something at home's not going right, or maybe you're having a beef with a coworker and that you're working with, and you don't really know how to deal with it, or you do know how to deal with it and you're doing it with your own way, but that's not a way that maybe the company you work for or the people you work for don't like the way you're dealing with it. So what's their solution? They can let you go, they can fire you basically, for performance, or unable to perform in the work environment, or shit causing a hostile work environment, stuff like that. When it comes to a job, there's about 99% of the time there's going to be somebody who's above you who can fire you, who's basically in control of whether you have a job and whether you have that paycheck. And I think that's one thing that I know it is for me. That's one thing I don't like about having a job, is that the fact that there's always somebody, you can't be yourself, you can't do what you want, you can't you can't do what you want, you can't be yourself, you can't express yourself the way you want to express yourself and expect to still have a job. So then that's my little rant for today about job security and stuff. So for those of you who do watch this, comment down below and let me know how do you feel about jobs nowadays and job security. What's another thing is the fact that have you ever noticed when say people who just getting out of college, and you ever notice how they're trying to find jobs and everything, but most jobs nowadays want 5-10 years freaking experience, but you're well, how am I supposed to have this kind of experience to get this job? But then again, I'm sure there's people who's going to be well, find a lesser job, a lesser paying job, work there for a few years, and then apply for the job that's better. But then again, it's still a job. So unless you're starting your own company, unless you're doing YouTube full time and you're making a lot of money doing it, then a job is what's for the rest of us who have to work a 9 to 5, or people who work part-time and their hours are crazy and, you know, go all over the place. But, you know, that's all I wanted to talk about today. So, you know, until next time, guys, peace out and never look back.